Eduard Folayang, the icon of martial arts in the Philippines. The Team Lakay veteran embodies the aspirations and fighting spirit of a nation. But before he reached that lofty status, Folayang was just another hard-working athlete in search of greatness. His opportunity to stand out from the crowd came in November 2016. Folayang took on one lightweight world champion Shinya Aoki at the Singapore Indoor Stadium. Aoki, a grappling wizard, had gone undefeated for 3 years and was expected to defend his belt with ease. For Folayang, it was a date with destiny.
One championship at the Singapore Indoor Stadium. Great crowd, very noisy. This is what they came for. Right hands from Folayang early on, wanting to land those big punches as soon as he can before Aoki can get to grips with him.
Immediately, Aoki comes open-handed, no strikes thrown, gets into the clinch, and it is no surprise that he wants this fight as quickly as he can to the ground.
Strong man Folayang, tough to get him to the ground. He'll rely on technique, just as he did there. Now, how good is Folayang's submission defense? And can he get back onto his feet where he'll be more dangerous?
Aoki is so strong from these positions. Once he gets those hands on you, it's just like he has clasp, like he's just magnetized to your body. He keeps such tight pressure in every inch that he slides his body, that he easily passes into side control, laces the hands. He's got deceptively long limbs. He's got a great reach, and he easily slides around nice, but he jumps onto the back of Folayang. They're dry too, there's no sweat on the body, so it's a lot harder to slip out of these positions. Folayang is very explosive. He likes to burst into positions, but Aoki's dry, so he's clinging onto the back like a koala bear.
They're directly above us here at cage side. Good strength from Aoki.
Armbar, possible armbar here. It looks like he's going for it. It looks like he's setting up a Kimura now. Taking the back, he uses it to hold on to the position. Now he's got the back and the body triangle.
Folayang will have trained for these kind of positions intensively over the past few weeks.
Yeah, but you just don't know if he has the caliber of grappler out there in Baguio like Shinya Aoki.
I think it's inevitable that he doesn't have it. This is the real thing. This is the biggest test for him.
And even if he does have great grapplers in his camp, they're not going to be able to emulate the style that Aoki has. He's so unique, he's so versatile, and he's so different, he's so creative. Nobody in the world is like Shinya Aoki.
This fight being beamed to 118 countries around the world. Tremendous level of interest in this contest. The flagship of one championship in many ways, Shinya Aoki. Mitch, you've fought and grappled with, trained with Shinya Aoki before. You haven't fought him as such, but you've trained with him so many hours. Just how tough is it?
Yeah, Steve, I've spent hours on the mat with this guy, and I don't last very long. I don't last as Edwards doing a great job, and he's able to slide out.
And he's back on his feet, and that's where he wants to be. Great impetus for Folayang fans now. What can he do with this opportunity?
That's a victory all unto itself, but now he's going to have to be very careful. Ooh, he jumps into a nice little knee there. But he should have circled around and created more space, because Aoki immediately goes to the clinch. He's got those hips laced up, so Folayang really can't go anywhere, and he uses a beautiful body lock, trip takedown. And now Folayang's up against the cage.
1 minute 30 left of this opening round. Most of it has been on the deck with Aoki in charge. Elbow to the head of Folayang.
Folayang was able to get back into guard, a better position for him, not as much danger, pushes off.
Great strength again from the Filipino.
But look how tight he immediately magnetizes himself to Folayang, letting him go nowhere.
Thrives on the contact, the Japanese fighter, doesn't he? Doesn't want any space between you and him.
Folayang's doing a good job. He's got to break this body lock. You don't want to let your opponent get double underhooks and get that tight body lock, because Shinya's probably going to end up going to a trip here and drag Folayang back down to the mat. You can see him trying to pick him up, but Folayang maintain a good base.
5 rounds, this one potentially. Don't forget, championship contest. Judges will score the bout in its entirety and not round by round. We'll go to Rich Franklin when this one's done to get his thoughts on the first 5 minutes.
Good balance shown by Folayang because he went for that outside trip there, and Folayang was able to maintain his balance and stay on his feet. And he's actually looks like he's going to get out of the first round after some very dangerous. The entire hush has fallen over the Singapore Indoor Stadium as this packed crowd is just waiting for
Oh,
nice
good trip.
Beautifully timed. Right as Folayang was throwing that knee, Aoki swept that foot out.
We're only 1/5 of the way through this contest as scheduled, though. And those Baguio trainers training at altitude are very, very fit. Cardio is a big deal for them.
Looks like a kick was the first strike that Aoki has thrown this entire fight.
Folayang trying to confuse with movement laterally, side to side, changing direction constantly.
That's
a moving
what he needs to
target.
do, Steve. That's what he needs to do. But he needs to.
Whoa! Really let go with that kick, and there was the familiar spinning back fist. Didn't connect.
He can't help it. He's put himself into a dangerous position when he spins by giving the back to Aoki like that. But he says he can't help it. It's just something that naturally happens. He loves the spinning attacks. That's good. That's good. Looked like it was a possible headbutt to the chin there. Yuji Shimada is warning Folayang about it.
Whenever Aoki shoots for the takedown, he's got to be careful of knees and all sorts of things coming at him, because Folayang will have trained for that. Land those blows when you can.
Good movement. Aoki's trying to pressure Folayang up against the cage. Folayang's got to start moving. He can't let him get that close.
He's an expert at just cutting you off, isn't he, Aoki?
He's
and
cutting
there he
beautiful
goes
corners.
again.
Nice defense there from Edward as he throws off the double leg attempt from Aoki.
Great strength from the Filipino to do that. He's got tree trunk legs, as so many of the fighters in Baguio do. Training in those hills. Tremendous strength in the lower limbs. That was just, just everything was thrown into that. It didn't land, but it nearly knocked Aoki over just with the draft.
I'm liking the lateral movement of Folayang. He's moving really well on his feet. He's just not putting any strikes behind it, so he's not scoring. He's not hurting Aoki, except with these big, scary strikes, which I think I can kind of feel the wind from over here. Oh, nice little knee, but again, he gives himself into the takedown.
It was a very ambitious effort, wasn't it, from Edward? He was always going to expose himself if it didn't pay off.
High-risk move with huge payoff capabilities, but now he's on the mat with one of the world's greatest.
Approaching the midway point in the second round. One championship, lightweight title on the line. The champion in the white shorts, the challenger in the red.
Aoki's doing the right thing. He's pushing him up against the cage, dropping him with those elbows. He's not only scoring points, but he's also softening up Edward. Folayang's trying to create some kind of space, and that's exactly what he's able to do. But
he's
Aoki
done
just
well.
immediately latches onto him.
Back on his feet for Folayang, but
That's
still not out of trouble.
It's better than where he was, so that's improvement.
Knees to the body from the Filipino. Ideally, he wants space between the two of them so that he can attack with legs and punches, but these knees to the body will be punishing.
Nice knees from Folayang. He scored a bit there and was able to break away. These might be moral victories for Folayang, but I don't know if the judges score on survival.
5 rounds, it's a marathon, not a sprint. Folayang knows that if he can just keep surviving, the chances will come.
But you can see Aoki's not expending any energy. He's completely relaxed into every single one of these positions that he gets into, and Folayang's not landing any strikes that are doing any significant damage to Aoki yet.
Contrastingly, in the stand-up, Folayang expending a lot of energy, lots of lateral movement.
That was a nice little lower leg kick there thrown by Folayang. Aoki acknowledged it well. He was like, yeah, you got me.
Aoki almost static at times. So focused is he.
He's just waiting for that the takedown. You know what Aoki's going to do. He's going to get to the clinch, try to get the takedown, but can you stop it? That's the question. That's the puzzle everybody's been trying to solve in one championship.
Oh, kick to the knee from Edouard. Hard feet, he's got hard shins.
He needs to keep doing that over and over again, attacking those legs, because that's going to limit the movement of Aoki.
The strength of that punch. Aoki backed off. Just hit him in the chest, I think. Oh, but there we go again. Again, it was low. There's the spinning back kick. Getting a bit of momentum now. The kick to the torso. The crowd getting behind Folayang. There'll be plenty of Filipinos here in Singapore. Punch to the body.
You could see that Folayang was landing the strikes. He closed the lead a little bit there, but still, if the fight was stopped at this point in time, Aoki would still have the decision.
I like what you're saying there, Mitch. Little moral victories here and there, confidence boosters for Folayang, just that he can bring forward. Give himself a little bit of encouragement. The attack from Aoki.
There's that flying knee again. That is getting timed very well, but look at this. He's able to shrug
Oh,
off
and the knee to the head as well.
Oh,
And Folayang has got Shinya in trouble. Punches to the head. The noise behind me is deafening. Folayang looking for the finish. Shinya Aoki is standing very, very closely, watching hard. Nothing's coming back from Aoki. We're only half a minute into this third round. It's perpetual motion from the Filipino. And it is all over. We have a new One Championship lightweight title holder, and his name is Edouard Folayang.
The win sent shockwaves across the martial arts world and changed the course of Folayang's career.
It was really a very big thing for me, beating a legend, your hand is raised. It helps me understand that no amount of obstacles can hold you back. If you really aim and if you really do your part as a martial artist, you can conquer whoever is in your way.